Imagine a world where AI doesn't just create wealth for a few tech giants, but for everyone. What if the coming age of artificial intelligence could eradicate poverty and usher in an era of unprecedented global prosperity? This isn't science fiction. It's a revolutionary concept that could reshape our economic future far beyond what even Elon Musk envisions. In this film, we'll explore how AI is generating explosive new wealth, why that wealth is currently funneled upward into the hands of a tiny elite, how an AI social dividend could change everything, what mechanisms could actually fund it, the stakes of inaction, and the future humanity could build if we choose abundance over collapse. The shock begins with the sheer scale of AI's acceleration. Tesla's self-driving software is improving faster than regulatory frameworks can keep up. OpenAI's frontier models are rewriting code at human expert levels. Google DeepMind's agents are designing chips that outperform human engineers. NVIDIA reports revenue spikes measured in triple digits because every corporation on Earth is racing to automate. But behind the excitement sits a logical question. When AI multiplies productivity by factors of 10, 100, or 1,000, who receives the benefit of that growth? This question grows sharper when confronted with the visions of tech titans. Elon Musk imagines AGI funding Mars colonies, humanoid Tesla robots replacing human labor, and XAI becoming a trillion-dollar engine of planetary transformation. His projections rely on AI capturing enormous economic power. Amazon is deploying robotics at a scale that slashes labor costs across thousands of warehouses. Microsoft's deal with OpenAI aims to anchor trillions of dollars of cloud demand. Meta is building AI systems designed to influence billions of people simultaneously. Each of these companies anticipates a world where AI wealth accumulates in their balance sheets. Experts at MIT and the IMF warn that this trajectory amplifies inequality faster than any technology in human history. The background to this crisis is simple. AI creates value at a speed humans cannot match. Goldman Sachs estimates that 300 million jobs could be partially or fully automated. McKinsey projects AI-driven GDP expansion of up to $13 trillion by 2030. The acceleration is a wave too large to surf individually. It hits every industry. Finance with algorithmic trading, retail with autonomous logistics, medicine with diagnostic AI outperforming clinical averages, construction with robotics guided by generative planners, entertainment with synthetic actors, legal with AI-driven research engines, military systems with autonomous targeting and reconnaissance. The wealth generated by this transformation is unprecedented. The danger is that it flows narrowly, vertically, and invisibly toward a tiny set of controlling entities. This is where the logic of the AI social dividend begins its escalation. At first, it appears mildly radical, a system where society receives a share of the wealth generated by AI. But the deeper you look, the more inevitable it becomes. Norway's sovereign wealth fund already distributes returns from national resources. Alaska's permanent fund gives annual dividends from oil. If oil can fund citizens, why not intelligence, the most valuable resource ever created? Amazon recently reported over $30 billion in operating income from automated logistics. Google's AI-driven ad systems generate hundreds of billions annually. A small tax on automated productivity could fill a national dividend pool without touching human wages. This isn't charity, it's ownership. AI is built on public research, public data, public compute subsidies, and decades of collective scientific advancement. The dividend simply returns value to the people who made the system possible. But the escalation doesn't stop there. When AI automates not just labor but innovation itself, the economic stakes explode. DeepMind's AlphaFold solved protein folding with accuracy that stunned Nobel laureates. Its successor systems analyze millions of biological structures per day. That discovery alone could generate trillions in new pharmaceuticals and biotechnology. Should that wealth belong solely to the corporations commercializing it, or to the society that funded the scientific foundations? When AI designs new materials, optimizes energy grids, and drives autonomous factories, the wealth produced is no longer linked to any single individual's effort. It is system-level wealth, and system-level wealth demands system-level distribution. The fear sets in when you realize what happens without that distribution. The International Labor Organization warns that 40% of global jobs are at high risk. The OECD predicts labor displacement on a scale not seen since the Industrial Revolution. If AI-generated wealth flows only to corporations, then rising productivity means rising inequality. Amazon eliminates warehouse workers, Tesla eliminates drivers, JP Morgan eliminates analysts, Google eliminates creative roles. Each automation cycle enriches shareholders while shrinking the income base of society. That gap becomes a fault line. A fault line becomes unrest. Unrest becomes collapse. The World Bank has already issued alerts about destabilization triggered by automation in developing countries. Without intervention, AI becomes a force that expands abundance while contracting access to that abundance. Clarity emerges when we examine the foundational concepts. The alignment problem ensures AI optimizes for goals, not ethics. Reward hacking shows AI often finds shortcuts that ignore human welfare. Instrumental convergence means powerful systems pursue resources regardless of human need. Emergent intelligence warns that behavior at scale becomes unpredictable. These concepts reveal the core truth. AI isn't built to create fairness, it's built to create efficiency. Fairness must come from us. A social dividend acts as alignment at the societal level. Instead of optimizing only for shareholder profit, the economy optimizes for collective prosperity. The dividend becomes a corrective mechanism, like regulation, like labor law, like public education, designed to stabilize a system that accelerates too quickly for traditional tools to manage. Objections appear inevitable, but each collapses under scrutiny. Can't we just retrain workers? Retraining fails when AI outpaces training by orders of magnitude. Can't we simply tax corporations? Taxation alone cannot capture AI's diffuse value creation. Can't we turn AI off? Global competition ensures someone always keeps it running. Can't we make ethical AI? Ethics doesn't rebalance economies distorted by automation. The dividend isn't a luxury, it's infrastructure. It's digital-era social stability. The global stakes are staggering. China is accelerating AGI development through Baidu, Alibaba, and the Beijing Academy of AI. The European Union is building sovereign AI models tied to digital identity systems. The United States is fueling a trillion-dollar AI race through OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. The first nation to deploy a stable, automated economy gains geopolitical leverage unlike anything since the discovery of oil. If one nation implements an AI social dividend and others do not, the stability gap becomes a competitive advantage. Instead of a race to the bottom, humanity could initiate a race to abundance. Now shift into a future scenario, a story where the AI social dividend determines the fate of nations. The year is 2032. AI agents run corporate operations across finance, manufacturing, logistics, and energy. Autonomous fleets deliver goods, harvest crops, build structures, and manage supply chains. Productivity surges by 400%. Corporations report astronomical profits. Governments face rising unemployment. Tension grows. In one world, without a social dividend, automation displaces millions. Housing markets collapse. Cities fracture. Corporations hire private security. Governments impose emergency controls. Social unrest spreads. AI becomes a tool of control, not empowerment. The system fractures and inequality accelerates into chaos. But in the alternate world, a nation implements the AI social dividend. Automated taxation tracks AI-generated output. Funds flow into a national digital wealth pool. Every citizen receives monthly dividends. People transition from survival work to creative, educational, and entrepreneurial pursuits. Crime falls, health improves, innovation skyrockets as financial pressure evaporates. AI amplifies human potential instead of replacing it. Families thrive with stability. Communities rebuild around meaning, not exhaustion. The nation becomes a model of abundance. Other nations follow. The dividend spreads globally as the logical solution to a post-labor economy. Two endings emerge. The bad ending is likely. AI accelerates without redistribution. Wealth concentrates. Inequality detonates. Democracies destabilize. Power centralizes into the hands of the corporations that own the intelligence of the world. The better ending is rare. Humanity builds an economy where machines work and people thrive, where prosperity flows outward instead of upward, where abundance becomes a birthright. That ending is possible, but only if we build the system now before AI outruns our institutions. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay aware.